Hello and welcome to Sobrix. I'm Adam and this is Sobrix. This is my channel for reviewing Lego sets and building them and other Lego related stuff. In this video, I'm going to be taking a look at the Lego City Ocean Exploration Submarine set. This is set number 60264. It has 286 pieces, and I ended up paying like $20 for this set. Now, this is a retired set. I believe this is an open box. I don't know if the set has been assembled before or if these stickers are applied yet. I bought this from a store near me. I was pretty interested in it because of the glow-in-the-dark kind of anglerfish that seems to be included, as well as the supporting National Geographic Explorers, and it looked like an interesting city set to take a look at. It was, I can't remember what the initial price was, maybe $30 or something for the open box. When this retailed, I think this retailed in the US for $40 a couple years ago. I believe this is retired. But I had like some discount, like $10 off from a reward program at the store and everything, so I used that when I bought this, and so it brought my effective cost down. Either way, I have had mixed kind of success with buying open box things or used things, so I'm excited to see what it looks like in here. And so in this video, I'm going to open this up, I'm going to put this together, and then I'm going to share my thoughts on it. So while I build, I will speed the video up, and then I'll slow it back down to review this set. So, until then, enjoy! Okay, so while we look at the builds for this Lego City National Geographic Ocean Exploration Submarine set, I just wanted to say thanks for watching. And then if you haven't already, I wanted to remind you that if you like this video, maybe click the thumbs up and give it a like. And if you like my other videos, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay in the loop with all the Lego build and reviews I'll be doing here in the future. I have a ton of fun stuff coming up, so maybe consider subscribing to the channel. I'm on the road to 1,000 subscribers. I've been at a little bit above 500 at the time of recording this, so thank you very much, everybody, for helping me get there and on to the next milestone. I'm just really grateful to be able to share my love of Lego with anybody out there, so I'm just really grateful. So thank you very much. And now back to the rest of the builds for this Lego City Ocean Exploration Submarine set, and then on to my review for this set. Okay, so here is, or this is the Lego City Ocean Exploration Submarine that does have the like National Geographic kind of branding on the box. This is really interesting. So I'm recording the actual review of this way after I built this because it was like an open box, sort of, kind of. It was a damaged box. There wasn't a sticker sheet in there. That's not the first time I've had that happen to me with that store where I'll get a set from there and it won't have the sticker sheet included. And it took a while for Lego to send me a sticker sheet for this set. So now that I have these stickers, I decided to apply those, and now I can kind of actually review this set here. So we'll just get right into it. There's a lot to talk about, and the first thing we'll take a look at is the minifigures, because you do get several of them and they have a lot of stuff going on. So we'll look at the first minifigure here. They have a lot of accessories. They have like a diving tank with, you know, air here, maybe some propulsion. They have kind of like a flashlight looking accessory here. They have like a this always looks like a metal detector to me, but I don't know what it would be underwater there. And so that's really good. We can see they have really good printing on the legs, nothing on the midsection. Really nice molded piece here. It does have, you know, this whole construction has like the molded piece, then the windscreen has a couple of these Technic bits with a stud popped in them. To get that, I'll actually remove that so we can see the rest of this character. Pretty basic torso, but that just goes under the kind of diving equipment, but good metallic stuff, reflective stuff. I think these legs are quite good. Nothing on the arms, no hairpiece for this character. So just the diving equipment there, but they do have a nice face printing and an alternate face here. We can see on the back a little more detail there for the back printing, but they have a ton of accessories, which is really nice. Then we have another diver, very, very similar. So extra accessories, they have kind of this panel here, maybe a computer thing or some readout. This is a printed tile on that piece. Then they have a camera with a bigger lens there, which is nice. And again, they have the same kind of diving equipment, which is several pieces together. They, I believe, have the same legs, same torso, but they do have a different face with glasses printed on there, which is nice. And like you saw, an alternate face there, which is really good. We have the this next character is kind of just, I don't know their name, but they're like a Lego City character here. I think this is the person that maybe is operating the submarine here. They don't have necessarily diving equipment on, but it looks like they have a special kind of jacket with a hoodie underneath there. They have a hat, nothing on the midsection, nothing on the legs. Back of this, pretty basic, but we do get a little bit of that hood. No alternate face for this one because the hat, no hairpiece for this one. So pretty basic, kind of a city minifigure. I think on the instructions, this is like the character that is operating inside the submersible here, the submarine. And then we have this character, which I can't remember their name, but I think this is maybe one of the like National Geographic characters or something like that, but kind of a Lego City person. And this one's interesting. So really nice face printing, kind of normal hairpiece here, pretty common. But the face printing does have like an extra headband for them, which is interesting. No alternate face. Printing on the torso is good. You see the zippers, nice detail there, even some detail of maybe something underneath, kind of a sling or crossbody bag there. No printing on the midsection, but a little bit of printing on the legs for some pockets. And that crossbody bag continues to the back, including the zippers there. So that's pretty nice. So 4 minifigures there. I think they're all pretty good as far as city minifigures go. I think they're nice, and they do have some good accessories, which is always nice to see. The next thing we'll take a look at after the minifigures is this kind of what I would call like a, underwater drone almost. It's like maybe a remote piloted kind of underwater submersible here. So it's got the nice yellow color with a little bit of red, some translucent there. It's got some propellers on the back that can spin, a little bit of blue, so it matches the color scheme very well. It does have kind of the old style box or crate there, so stuff could be loaded into this. It does have a slope on the front, which has kind of a hammerhead logo there, hammerhead shark almost, or exactly, and that is a sticker, so that is on there. This is pretty nice, and this actually has some neat functionality with the bigger submersible, but I'll get to that in a moment here. The next big thing is kind of some underwater reef build here, and there's a couple of crab mold pieces here that can be studded on this, but this was really interesting. This is one of the things I was really looking forward to here on this set. So it's kind of a underwater rock surface with some like coral pieces, some crystalline stuff, different floral pieces, nice use of colors. It's kind of a simple build. You can actually remove one of these sides. You build like this little bit, and then there's an extra little side thing, which I thought was kind of interesting because maybe this could be connected to something else. But really nice kind of coral build. I like how organic it looks. And then as you can see, there's something really special in here. There's kind of a little function. This clear Technic beam, which is really interesting, goes all the way through, and on the end of that we have a special dual molded kind of anglerfish studded on there. I believe that's what these are called, so maybe this is like bioluminescent and all this stuff, but this is really special because this is Well, the lighter part of this is glow in the dark. That's what it showed on the box and in the instructions. So the kind of like green or yellow, which is like the fins and the eyes and the teeth, that's just normal, but it is dual molded there. But then the rest of this glows in the dark, which I think is really, really cool for sort of deep sea creatures that have bioluminescence sometimes, like maybe up here on this, the angler or whatever, to attract potential prey down there that illuminates, and then the rest of them is hidden by the darkness of the ocean. And I think it's really cool that Lego did a glow in the dark piece for that. So I was very glad to find that in there. I was kind of worried that would be like the one piece that was taken out. I think that's really cool. I have no idea how much it's worth. I think it's kind of unique. It's kind of a cool piece. And so I was really excited to get that. As far as the functionality goes, you know, this can just kind of pop out of there. It can potentially be raised or lowered a little bit here, and that's good. It does hide pretty well in there, but you do have this long beam sticking out, which is a little bit silly, but it is clear, so at least that's that. And when it's in there, it looks pretty good, I think. I like that. And so it's nice. This is really cool. It functions well. The rest of that, like this, just, you know, can rotate a little bit, and same for these other things. You can kind of change this around, but I think the color choices here are really good. The build is fine, and I really, really like that fish. And then of course we also get these crabs, which could be maybe positioned on here as well, but this anglerfish is really great. And then the rest of the build, kind of the main thing, is this ocean exploration submarine here. So I'll just get it out of the way and point out these stickers. We have a sticker on the back here, kind of showing like electric, warning, different stuff. Sticker on the side that says 64. Other side says 64. Hopefully I got those lined up okay. And then we have another kind of hammerhead logo up here. So that is that. We have some kind of like red tanky propulsion looking things, which is very similar to the ones that are on this. So I like how these kind of mirror each other in some ways with their color blocking and different stuff. So I like to see that. We have some windows in there. We have this big clear dome piece on the kind of ratchety hinges here with some controls in there, so a character can sit in there. We have the propellers all around here, which can be angled different ways, which is nice. I kind of like that. Looks like a light construction, maybe a hatch up top. Windows on the side. We have some arms that can be posed and actuated, so there's different hinged pieces for that, and they can be rotated as well, so these arms can go a lot of different ways. There's a rubber band around these little claws, which means you open them by kind of positioning that, and I like that. It can grab onto stuff. I don't know if it can grab onto this reliably, but you know, kind of. I'm sure it could grab onto a minifigure if you needed it to, or whatever else. Maybe it could grab onto a crab. The rubber band is pretty nice. I was a little suspect of it at first, but I ended up really liking how these work because they close down automatically, which is great. A lot of posability with those. So the character who might be operating this might be using these levers in there to sort of position these in order to study or grab or collect samples of anything underwater, which is nice. So I really like that. And then we can kind of get access to the internals. So there's maybe a kind of hatch up top to open this up, but I'll sort of show how this opens. This whole top part is not really studded on there very much. So we open that up, we can get access in there. We do have a printed control panel here, which is nice. You can see this is where a character might sit in there to operate this. So I can pop them in there like so. Let's see here, like that maybe. Close this up. And then with that closed up, we can pop on the top. Now, when the top is on here, the full thing, this cannot open all the way, which is kind of interesting. And then this is maybe one of my complaints about this thing. The back of this submarine is just open. And I know there's a little bit of like an arch in here that maybe is supposed to separate compartments. There's like an arch here and an arch here. The back of this is just open. So the sides are all closed up, not too many gaps around the front. There is a little bit of a gap that is created where like water could, come under here and go around this dome, of course, but that's covered up so well from any angle that you might be looking at this, except for upside down, that it actually kind of works and it could be sealed. But the back here is like a glaring hole there. So I would have liked something else to just I know this isn't a real thing. It's not a real submersible. It will fill with water and whatever, but I would have liked that to be handled a little differently here. Now, I did find out from the instructions that there is kind of a thing. So we have these like ratchet joint pieces here, and we have these clip pieces here at the back. So this clips to that, and this can actually go in here. So this can rest in there, which may give it, it looks like an extra piece. So it gives it an extra maybe propulsion there, and that's maybe where it can deploy from. So it can attach kind of up and down like that. You can fold it in a little bit like that, or you can have it, if you just slide it in there and attach those like that, it can be like that. Now, when it's like this, there's still a pretty big gap here, but not as big. So it's a little bit better. I don't love that workaround. I couldn't find a configuration where I really liked how this was in there to kind of mitigate some of the gappiness at the back, because it's a pretty big gap. But looks like they did think about it a little bit, and I do like when a little side build like this can be integrated with the main build in some way. I think from many angles that gap might not be noticeable, but from the back it's very, very noticeable, and that's a little bit of a bummer. But other than that, I really like this. I think there's nice detail. I think these function really well. There's good articulation. I like these pieces with the blades or the kind of fins here. I think those are good. Some big pieces in here, some nice colored pieces in here. And there's access, pretty easy access, even though that does mean we have a ton of like empty space. But I do like getting access to the stuff inside there. And I think it matches well. It matches like these characters well. It matches kind of what I imagine would be happening here. So there's a lot of play potential, a lot of display potential. Well, maybe not a ton of display potential, but I think this would fit right in with like a ocean city kind of display, or part of a city build that I really like. I think the minifigures are pretty good for city minifigures. I think it's cool that it's branded with like National Geographic. I don't know if that's like IP that costs them much or what. I do think that's kind of nice or kind of neat to get maybe different people interested in science and oceanography and whatever else, potentially marine biology and whatever else, or the engineering of different stuff, or fluid mechanics, or whatever it could be gleaned from all the different aspects and all the different forms of science that are involved in ocean exploration submarines. So this is pretty good. Little side build's pretty good. Not too many stickers, just a couple, and they're easy enough to put on. Would have liked to have gotten them in the box when I bought this, but whatever. I think this is the highlight for me, even though that's such a silly, simple little thing, but it's a pretty unique piece. So I'm really, really happy to get that. And then this side build is pretty good. The kind of remote underwater drone thing is all right, if pretty simple. And this is okay. I'll show the extra pieces here, because you do get some besides like the other crab pieces. So just your one by one kind of looking stuff, flower stud, this translucent eye piece, a little sprig, lever, some Technic pins, different stuff like that. So those are your extra pieces. I ended up paying about $20 for this set because it was priced at more than that, but the box was really damaged, and then I used some like vouchers from a loyalty program at this store. So effectively my price was $20. 286 pieces, glow in the dark piece, like special dual molded piece, 4 minifigures. I think I got a good price for this. It's a retired set as well, so I have to take that into account. And for the most part, everything was in the set except for the sticker sheet, and Lego did, thankfully and graciously, they supplied a replacement for that. So I was able to get the complete set, so the box being damaged doesn't bother me very, very much. I don't know what this retailed for when it was available before it was retired. I'm imagining probably $30, maybe even $40. Sometimes city sets can have a little bit of an inflated price. They sometimes use bigger specialized pieces and different stuff depending on the age range and whatever. And 4 minifigures. This is got some good size to it, and this has its own good size and has some special stuff there. It has the co-branding with National Geographic. So I could see this being a $30 set, a $40 set. I don't know if Lego would put this at much more than $40, potentially. I don't really know. But I think for $20, this is a really great deal to get a retired set for that. And I'm super happy about this Anglerfish. So really, really nice. Glad to get it. Happy to build it. Another nice addition to some of my Lego City sets. So this was really fun. If you have other Lego City Ocean sets or other types of Lego City sets that I haven't delved into that you want me to check out, please leave them in the comments below. I'm sort of kind of new to the city set, but as I've been going and doing this channel, I've been getting more and more into the Lego City line. So maybe there's that new passenger airplane that people would like me to take a look at, and a bunch of other stuff. So let me know in the comments below. I always appreciate reading those. And that's it for this video. So if you like this video, please consider clicking the thumbs up and giving it a like. And if you like the other videos on my channel, maybe consider clicking the subscribe button so you can stay up to date on all the Lego videos I'll be doing here in the future, including more Lego City stuff, maybe more ocean exploration stuff, and then just tons of other Lego themes from all different styles, all different shapes, sizes, price points, and piece counts. Tons of different Lego videos. So subscribe so you don't miss any of my upcoming stuff. And if you want to support this channel, you can do that right here on YouTube with memberships and supers. Every little bit helps, so that is appreciated. And I also still have the Patreon, which is patreon.com/sobricks. It's in the video description. It's on my channel page, and you can get access to all my videos early, get access to some exclusive videos like for bigger sets like Ninjago City Gardens and some bigger Technic sets and Rivendell that I'm working on and modular buildings and different stuff like that. So if you're interested, please check it out. Like I say, it is appreciated. So thank you very much. On the road to 1,000 subscribers, and I would love to give away some Lego and other stuff when we get to that milestone. So thank you everybody for helping me along this journey. I really appreciate it. And with all that said, until next time, thanks. Bye.